problem is not the citizens of Kenya. The problem is the leadership.
From Marara Kebaso injecting,
Uhuru Kenyatta na Matiang'i should not come close to the State House.
Okay. To Sudan's RSF parallel government set up in Kenya.
What we want, just when we want it, right now.
What is period poverty?
What is period poverty?
Oscar Sudi at the wrong place.
They're coming for you.
We have forgotten, and Kenyans should stop being forgetful.
Okay.
That we lost 24.6 billion shillings.
Allah, how are you?
Welcome back to ShowNewTrend. I'm of Day and my name is Elvis Dairy. Kenyans, what is the RSF, the Rapid Support Forces? This is a paramilitary force formerly operated by the government of Sudan. And the Kenyan people are very worried and very concerned. After this force, they met at Nairobi's KCC to launch a parallel government.
A diplomatic row is brewing between Kenya, the US, and Sudan. Why, you may ask? So Kenya has today opened the doors of one of its most iconic installations, the Kenyatta International Conference Center, to the Hamdan Dagalo-led Rapid Support Forces and other allied forces who are going to sign the Sudan Founding Charter, which essentially will form a parallel government. They are calling it a peace and unity government. So why are people saying this is a serious diplomatic mistake from Kenya? And why is Washington not going to be so amused by this move by the Kenya government? So this guy, Hamdan Dagalo, is currently sanctioned by the US government. Why? The Rapid Support Forces which he leads are accused of committing serious war crimes amounting to genocide in Sudan. And last year, the Kenyan government cancelled a press briefing they were set to hold at the last minute after Washington released a statement regarding those sanctions. And then, of course, in January, President William Ruto met Sudan's foreign minister and assured that foreign minister that they were not going to allow the Rapid Support Forces to form a parallel government from Nairobi. But now, here we are. The crowd is already gathering at the KICC. An invitation has already been sent to media houses, and it is more than clear that that parallel government is going to be formed in Nairobi. So what's changed, you may ask? The Sudan conflict and Kenya's involvement in it is said to have been a serious thorny issue, especially during the AUC election campaigns. And now that that is in the past, the Kenyan government seems to have nothing to lose. And some people argue that that could be the main reason why Kenya has now opened its doors to the RSF and the formation of that peace and unity government by those allied forces in Sudan. What do you think about this move from the Kenyan government?
How can a rebel force enter the Kenyan territory and launch and form a parallel government? This is very worrisome. Let's listen to what Dr. Mumbi Saraki had to say about this.
Kenyans are shocked to see Nabi allow a rebel nene from Sudan, RSF, to actually come to KICC and set up a parallel government. And guess what? The Alphabet Boys knew about this a month ago. This is probably one of the reasons why Baba was rejected. Another reason why Baba was rejected. But I'm telling you, family, Nabi isn't just operating on his own. He's under someone. And I actually think Meggy is his handler, and the Alphabet Boys who installed him into power are the ones giving him instructions, because then they're being chased away. They're trying to find strongholds. Don't you remember Meggy bringing the arms dealer from the divided states and stuff, and they took pictures? You don't think all of this is connected?
Just take a look at some of these scenes that took place at Nairobi KCC building.
for Sudanese! Justice, justice for Sudanese! Justice, justice for Sudanese! Justice, justice for Sudanese! Shukran lekum kathir.
Election season is around the corner, just a year and a few months, and many Kenyans want new faces in the coming government. So, who do you think will be worthy to be given the keys to State House after the next elections? Listen to this.
Nilikuwa naendelea kuzungumzia mambo ya Uhuru Kenyatta na ni kwa nini Uhuru Kenyatta na Matiang'i should not come close to the State House.
Okay, why?
Nikakwambia kuhusu NYS kwamba tuliambiwa kwamba ni 1.9 billion ilipotea, lakini ilikuwa zaidi ya bilioni 20. We have forgotten, and Kenyans should stop being forgetful, that we lost 24.6 billion shillings kwa mradi wa laptops za watoto. Saa hizi hakuna mtoto wa primary ama lower primary ambaye ako na laptop. Yet we lost 24.6 billion. We should not forget that under Uhuru Kenyatta 1.9 billion shillings ililipwa under the NCPB, National Cereals and Produce Board, to fake farmers that were not existing. We should not forget that we lost, what is on the report is that we lost 2 billion for BBI, Building Bridges Initiative. But actually, we lost more than 10 billion. Kumbuka kwamba MCAs Kenya mzima walipewa grant ya kununua gari ya milioni 2. Can you imagine 2,200 MCAs? Everybody received 2 million shillings. That's more than 4.5 billion.
Kenyans, do you think these politicians should take a pay cut? Like, they're being paid high amounts of money, but yet there's no evidence of them working for the people. But corruption is the order of the day. Listen to this.
What do members of parliament do to deserve a salary of 700,000? Surely. What do the members of county assembly do to deserve a salary of 160-something thousand Kenya shillings? Members of parliament don't go to those houses. They don't speak. Members of county assembly don't go to the county assemblies. They don't even feel it. They don't speak. Some of them can't even read and write. They're very empty at head. In fact, the National Assembly and some of the county assemblies are where you find some of the most uneducated idiots who can't even articulate issues. They can't even discuss issues affecting the common citizens that they purport to be leading. In fact, if doctors, teachers, and police officers are being paid what they're being paid, then all these politicians should take a pay cut. No member of parliament deserves to get anything above 350,000. No member of county assembly deserves to get anything above 100,000. If we do this, it will be a very good lesson for all those willing to join politics in the future to know that you go there to work for people, service for people, not to balloon your stomachs and live a very lavish lifestyle on Kenyan taxes.
And talking about uneducated idiots, Kenyans, take a look at this video of Honorable Oscar Sudi swearing in.
I, Oscar Kipchumba Sudi, having been elected a member of National Assembly, do swear in the name of the mighty God that I will bear truly faith, discharge the people alleged to the faithful, alleged to the people and Republic of Kenya. I will obey, respect, uphold, serve, protect, and defend this Constitution of the Republic of Kenya, and I will faithfully, consistently discharge the duties of member of Parliament. So help me God.
So many vijana, muongeze pia bidii.
By the way, that is the last time that Oscar Sudi spoke in Parliament. He even went to class to study, but yet he couldn't understand and get anything.
We say neither nor.
Neither nor.
In a sentence, he is neither interested nor willing to participate. Can we read together, class?
He is neither interested nor willing to participate.
Can we read together again?
He is neither interested nor willing to participate.
As we continue, I want to show you guys a rare video of Oscar Sudi back in the days when he's still a young boy in school. Take a look.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Jokes aside, our public schools are in a serious mess, Kenyans. In Kiambaa constituency, Muchata Primary School is in a sad state. Like, I'm just wondering, how can our children, our own Kenyan children, learn in such an environment? Just take a look.
I'm still in Mushadha Primary. Hizi ndo choo za Mushadha Primary. Ndo hizi hapa. Si wanasema kila kitu ni uongo. Wanapaka rangi darasa moja, wanapost kila mahali. Ati viroronekana. What is this? What is this? We are in 20th century. Kazi ya Kawanjiko ni kwenda kwa parliament kusema yes, kupigwa picha na Ruto na Raila ndo wapate vitu za kupost TikTok, lakini kazi hakuna kazi amefanya. Akipaka class moja rangi inapostiwa kwa group zote Kenya mzima. Na bloggers. MP ameinvest with bloggers. Sio kufanyia watu kazi. Ameinvest with bloggers. This is Mushadha Primary toilets, my friends. Na tukiongea wanasema ati tunatukana, sijui tunaonea Kawanjiko, sijui nini. What is this? Watoto wetu wanaenda kwa hizi choo. You can imagine. You can imagine. Na yeye kazi yake ni kupigwa picha na Ruto. Now and then. He's royal to Ruto. Wako na pesa, wako na president, wako na pesa. This is the situation in Mushadha Primary. Sijui kama watazi demolish leo ndo watu wasikuje kuziona. But this is the situation in Mushadha Primary.
What a sad state of affair. I really weep for my country, Kenya. Like, Kenya and the Kenyan people and our children, they deserve better than this. Just take a look at this video of this road in a very shameful and in a very poor condition.
This is one of grassroots data collection of Kia Mtata PEC committee, and we came to the Magadi ward. And guys, this is a road. This is a road. You see this? This is a road. And one of the biggest problem in this area is roads. Every person talks about roads. So many people have died being taken to hospital. There's no hospital on this side. So imagine someone being transported from this side. This is flooded. Many people have died because they have no roads. This is actually Kajiado West, Guruman area. This constituency in Kajiado County, no roads, guys. This is a road. This is a road. Children going to school, pregnant mothers have died. This side is no hospital. The hospital was washed away, so they are supposed to be taken to hospital way far, and there is totally no roads. This is Kenya, guys. This is Kenya. This is a road in Kenya, Kajiado County. We are in a serious problem. We need to do something as the people of Kenya, especially for the Maasai community.
These politicians are no longer hiding corruption anymore. Like, they're just doing it in the open space, in the open air for the world and the people to see. That even foreigners who are coming to Kenya, they're trolling our country. Kenyans have filed a petition in court challenging President William Ruto's mental fitness, citing excessive lies and leadership failures. They have requested Chief Justice Martha Koome to establish a bench to assess President William Ruto's mental fitness. Just take a look.
He's mentally sick.
He's completely out of touch with reality.
Who knows a person who has lied 50 times? Forget 5,000. 50 times. Does anybody know mtu amekudanganya mara 50? Ruto ako na 5,000. Huyo jamani mgonjwa.
Yaani kila siku.
Kila siku. Tuko na Germany, tuko na Swimming Lions, tuko na Parliament of Bamboo. This guy is...
Tuko na people are not abducted.
People are not abducted. Kindiki anatuambia there was a gunshot that came from the police, but we cannot tell whether the killing was a result of that.
These people are not even trying now. They are just telling blatant lies. Walishika jamaa wa Kware in a record 24 hours. Record 24 hours.
Naka escape.
Didmas Baraza aliua mtu, in fact ilikuwa kwa news. Yeye hawajui kwenye yako, hawajawahi ona hiyo kesi yake, hata hawajawahi mpata.
Ladies, since when did having periods become shameful? Is it not a sign of fertility? Like, I think it's high time for to ban all NGOs that are in Kenya and save our girls, our women from humiliation. Gloria Orba, she went on to erect a billboard humiliating and shaming our girls, our women. Just take a look.
Look at this. What is period poverty? Kuna vitu zingine za ujinga tunafanya hii country. What is period poverty? What do you mean? Cheesy?
Do you remember that day when Gloria Orba, she went to parliament during her periods? Like, where did we fail as the voters? Just take a look.
So having periods is never a crime. How to handle those periods is where we begin to differ.
A woman on her period caused quite a stir in the Kenyan parliament because she wasn't wearing this. I am talking of Gloria Orboba, a senator in Kenya who has been criticized by other MPs, including women senators, for showing up to the parliament in her blood-stained pants. And for this, she was asked to leave the floor.
Indeed, if you read the Bible and even the Quran, if a woman is going through her periods, they're not even allowed to touch the Bible or the Quran. So you cannot say that being discriminated against. So Senator Gloria, I sympathize with you that you're going through the natural act of menstruation. You have stained your wonderful suit. I'm not asking you to leave because you're out of order, but I'm asking you to leave so that you go change and come back with a cloth that is not stained.
Kenyans, what kind of politicians did you vote for? Like, seriously? Mutahi Kagwe went on to send a strong message to President William Ruto and Raila Odinga, telling them not to take their positions so strongly. It is just temporary. Listen to this.
Never take your position, the position that you hold, so strongly that if you do not have that position, then you are nothing. The position you hold is just a position. Whether you are the president, member of parliament, a big person on the judiciary, is just a position. The final day will be you alone and you without a position. If we can be like Judy, who did so many things yet remained so humble. It's amazing. For me, it's just amazing. When I heard people talk about her and I just thought about her as my daughter, it's absolutely amazing. I can see Judy doing this. I can see Judy getting up there and wondering whether there might be a few people in hell who have been taken there by mistake and are wanting to take those cases for them instantly and immediately.
Nairobi's Governor Sakaja was asked a very simple question: what he thinks about the anger directed towards the government, and this is how he answered this question.
What are your thoughts on the current political anger directed towards the government?
My thoughts is the expression of anger by the public should not be ignored. We should listen. Government should listen at all levels, national government, county government. We should not look for excuses and say that this is driven politically or it is funded or whatnot, because where there is smoke, there is fire. People have great expectations, and you can look at it positively or negatively. For me, whenever there's, and I get a lot of it, I try to see what is the source of it, what can I do about it as a governor. And so let us not also react with anger towards Kenyans. Let's not speak with arrogance and pride. It never works. It never works. So I mean, let's have our ear on the ground, and you will see it changing because people are genuine. I believe Kenyans are honest people. They can and they're not fools. You know, they can know when what you're saying is correct or when it is not.
Our entertainment industry, the music industry, is in total shambles. A former MCA and a musician in Bungoma County complains of how musicians are being mistreated in Kenya. Just listen to what he had to say.
Kukosea wapi Ruto? President, sisi kama wasanii tulikukosea wapi? Wacha nitoe tu nguo. Mnione uchi yangu, mnione uchi. Yaani president, mtu anaitwa Ezekiel Mutua anatumia judiciary. Ana manipulate judiciary kutumaliza sisi wanamuziki. Tamu ya watu kukaa kwa ofisi iliisha. Tukasema tuende uchaguzi wakakataa. Saa hii wameenda kotini, kuna mtu anaitwa Njoki Mwangi. Amesema tuende kwa ofisi kama interim board. Saa hii tena amerudi amesema hapana. hapana wasiingie. Tunafanya nini? Tunacheza mchezo drama ya nini? Sisi wanamuziki tulikosea nini? Mungu Baba, tulikosea wapi? Yaani sisi tulikosea wapi? Mungu Baba tusamee. Wanamuziki tulikosea wapi Mungu? Ewe Baba, wajua sababu kwa nini tuyapitie haya. Mungu Baba, we wajua sababu kwa nini tuyapitie. Yani niulize, mtu anaitwa Ezekiel Mutua na mtu anaitwa Kubasu Law Firm.
To be honest, Kenya needs to be restarted. We need to start afresh as a country. We need a new government that will serve the people of Kenya with integrity. Just listen to how this man of God injected.
Speak truth to power. If some things are wrong, they are wrong. Abductions are real. We have a leadership that has become very unresponsive, very defensive on their position and whatever they want to do. When you see a father going to court, coming all the way from Embu, coming to court with the hope that they will produce his son, even if in chains, at least you will have seen his son. And the father, of course, the son doesn't show up. And the father is so broken, cries in front of the whole world like a baby, saying, I just want to see my son. That should prick our conscience, friends. These things are real. So it upsets some of us when you hear a whole elected politician claiming that there's nothing like abductions in this country. In fact, suggesting that, oh no, maybe some of those young people are somewhere in an Airbnb hanging out with their lovers, and then after a few days they will come out and then tell us that they were abducted. How irresponsible can we be? Agencies? This journey that you began last year cannot stop now. It must stop at the ballot box.
Tunajua kuna zingine pia tukiangalia tu kweli. Hii nchi yetu pia iko pabaya, kusema tu kweli. Tunaumia sote, sisi wananchi na nyinyi pia kama mapolisi. Kila mtu. Shida ikitushika, hakuna njia ya generali, hakuna njia ya polisi, si ndio? Tukiumia tunaumia wote. And remember that if we have good leadership, tukiwa na nini nzuri, nchi nzuri, wote tutakuwa mahali poa. Ya? Wazazi wetu wote wanalia huko nyumbani, hawawezi enda usiku, wote wanaumia. Wakikufa hata sisi wetu wanakufa. Hii ndio mlipiga kura. Hakuna mtu asikii vizuri. Naona.
Kwanza siku wa Kenya wangeambilika. Sisi ndio mlipiga kura. Sisi we don't even vote, tunawachunga. Mlituona kwa laini, mnatuingiza kwa noma na
ni sawa, but sasa hata ukiangalia
nikichunga kura.
Ukiangalia
umeingiza huyo mudi. Kama mnamgeuka sasa, what are we supposed to do? Nitoka wapi akikuja hapa? Hapa ni kunyamba kila siku, hata nyamba sana. Yako na gari yake. Sisi hatujui hiyo. Chuka wewe, tukeni video. Nini? Ngoja baba pale.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's show. I'm your host, Elvis Derry. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.
We have forgotten, and Kenyans should stop being forgetful, that we lost 24.6 billion shillings.
Because